Hello, my name is Joshua Baker. Today I'd like to talk to you about gun control. Here's my audience before we start.
As well as myself.
So talking about gun control, right now it's a huge topic in the United States, especially during the presidential debates, doing any kind of election, stuff like that. So I have a lot of statistics to explain some of the good and some of the bad about having stricter gun laws. So first I'd like to start out with saying, according to Procon, out of 125 or 100 people, 120.5 weapons per 100 people. So that being said, 22% of the United States own more than one weapon per home or per person. So also before we get started, I'd like to tie myself to this topic and tell you a little bit about myself. So I was in the military for over 6 years as a military police officer. I carried a weapon every day. Now that I've gotten out of the military, I am still in a law enforcement capacity on Fort Campbell, carrying a weapon every day, as well as I do carry a concealed weapon with a legal permit from Kentucky. Anytime I'm around Clarksville, anytime I'm out, grocery shopping, anything like that. So, with stricter gun laws, a lot of people don't know the actual statistics behind those stricter gun laws. Actually, out of 1 in 11,000 chance you have of actually dying by a mass shooting, you actually have more of a chance of dying in a bicycle accident, choking on food, and many other different things. You have a 1 in 315 chance of dying by an assault by a weapon of any kind of pistol, AR, anything like that. You actually have a greater chance of dying by alcohol, any kind of vehicle accident, falling, any injury, or even including cancer. So also I'd like to go into kind of both sides of what the Republican Party, the Democratic Party, the Liberal Party think about gun control and why I believe that it should not be as strict as it is. First, I'd like to talk about gun control laws do not deter crime. Gun ownership deters crime. So that being said, if you are a criminal and you have a weapon, you purchased that weapon illegally. You didn't go into a store and purchase that weapon at a normal gun store, such as something around here like Royal King Academy, Tennessee Gun Country. You didn't go into a store and purchase that weapon. You purchased that weapon on the street as an illegal purchase. And if you're a gun-abiding citizen, a legal citizen, you can go into a store and buy that type of weapon, but with a severe background check. I know me personally, because I did have a secret clearance in the military, it would take me roughly 3 days to get a clearance back to say, hey, you are welcome to have a weapon. Next, it also denies that people a sense of safety. So a lot of people carry weapons because they want to feel safe out in public, in their own homes. If there is an intruder or something like that, as we were talking earlier about the criminals purchasing those weapons, enter your home, enter your property. You have a way to defend yourself other than just standing there and possibly being injured or hurt, or maybe having your family injured or hurt. So, also, let's see here. Sorry about that. Firearms were the 12th leading cause of deaths for all deaths between 1999 and 2013, responsible for 1.3 of the deaths. Internationally, the international is the big claim is saying that the United States is so high on that list. Actually, the statistics say the United States is actually ranked 27th in the whole international, with a rate with a 2.97 gun murders per 100,000 people. Now, on a big scale, being number 28, that's pretty low. We're not up at the very top and nowhere near the top. So, also being said, they're attacking more ARs right now than anything else. Actually, 68% of weapons that are used in any type of shooting, injury, mass shooting, anything like that, is actually a pistol. An AR actually takes a lot more to purchase. I think the cheapest one you can purchase on a normal market is around $500 to $600. That's the very cheapest bottom of the line AR you can purchase. They go up from there. Also, Marco Rubio, U.S. Senator, stated that if God forbid ISIS visits our life, our neighborhood, our school, any part of the last thing standing, the last line of defense could very well be our ability to protect ourselves. So that being said, if the military is not here, police officers aren't here, and we get invaded by a foreign country of any type, We are here to protect ourselves as well. That's why the Second Amendment says that we are allowed to bear arms. Also, I'd like to talk to statistics about how many police officers per 10,000 people are in the United States. I've chose Tennessee as an example, as well as New York, just to kind of throw out the two statistics. That being said, approximately 20.9 officers per 10,000 people in Nashville, Tennessee. So really think about that. If you're in the middle of Nashville, you're out to dinner with your family, and something would happen where you do need a police officer's assistance when it comes to some type of gun-related incident, it could take them 5, 10, maybe even 15 minutes to be able to fully respond to that incident. In New York, somewhere like New York, where it's a lot bigger, has a lot more bigger population, the highest is 42.3 police officers per 10,000 people. Really think about those numbers. That if you're a legal citizen that owns a firearm and you are in that incident, ready to go and take care of that threat on scene, you do it within seconds. So that being said, I have a video ready for you that there was a shooting in Texas that a man did stop a shooting within just a couple seconds. Here's this video.
Just days after Christmas, a gunman walked into a Texas church and opened fire, killing a parishioner and critically injuring another. That shooting shattering the peace at a Sunday service near Fort Worth. The terrifying moments caught on camera as that service was being live streamed. Amid the chaos, some churchgoers quickly jumping into action, pulling out their own weapons. We get late details tonight from reporter Jack Heiberger with our station KXAS, and a warning: this video is disturbing.
It happened in the middle of church service. This live stream showing the gunman approach someone standing at the side. He then pulls out what appears to be a long gun and fires, shooting 2 people. Another churchgoer pulls out his own gun and fires back, taking down the gunman. Terrified parishioners dive for cover, some fleeing the church, others moving toward the downed gunman, their own guns drawn.
So after watching that video, I want to point out a couple things real quick. So if you find that video on YouTube, I'd like you to take a look at it again. I know we kind of did it in a fast manner. I could walk you step by step through it. But if you actually look, there is several guns in the room right after that first shot is fired. The second shot gets rounded off by the subject. The legal gun owners, the actual security of the church, took up arms and ended up neutralizing that threat. Within seconds, there's at least 4 to 5 guns in that room. So lastly, I want to point out that it all comes down to gun safety as well. I have 3 children, young children, and I keep all my guns locked up. I actually have a 40 gun safe where they all sit. No one knows the code except me and my wife. And that's something else that needs to be addressed through these mass shootings. That sometimes it is just not gun safety. You can't, a child under 18 years old or 21 years old cannot go into a store and purchase a weapon. So that being said, I'd like to conclude that with that. That was my speech on gun control. Here's my audience once again.
Myself?
Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy your day.